I forgot how nice this camera is. I really wish. I want to try and switch this one for that. This, I mean, I don't think we need this in HD, but... Hello! And welcome to something very different. I remember doing a video a while ago called Let's Talk or something like that. I swear I may have mentioned a series about, you know, just a talking to camera type thing. And I swear I called it something like Let's Talk. I could be wrong. I could be making up. I could have invented it in my head. But the point of the series was just this. Something that was very impromptu, very, you know, one-on-one. Oh, God, that looks weird. Directly towards camera. Something without the silliness. I know I say that and then I'm punching towards the camera. If you clicked on the video, you've probably seen the title saying, you know, why did I quit? Or something along the lines of that. So I'm here to address that. So starting with that initial question, why did I quit YouTube? About a year, 2 years ago, you know, a lot of stuff had been going on my end. And even now, there's always stuff still going on. I kind of just focused on trying to keep myself busy. I became quite lazy as well with stuff. And I feel like a bit of that came down to depression. I feel like some of that came down to me trying to do things or take steps to work on myself, especially when I learned that, you know, I'm autistic. I spent a lot of time researching that topic and that subject and looked at ways to improve myself. Not to say that there's anything wrong with being autistic, but it certainly has its limitations when it comes down to social situations or dynamics or conversations. There's stuff in my past that happened because of the autism, and because I just didn't know at the time, it just made things awkward and difficult. I mean, I know there's different types of autisms and ways you can grade them. Mine's diagnosable as an actual mental disability, but mine more hits on the understanding of social dynamics and basic conversing with people. I can read a person's body language and understand a person really well, but I think I fall over really badly when it comes down to socially talking with people. You know, whereas, you know, some of you might sit there and go like, if I'm making the correct statement or the correct topic in this conversation between yourself and some peers, I am just in my own little world, just like, that's fucking stupid. That was fucking stupid. Why'd you say that? Why'd you say you're a moron? You know, it's very self-deprecating. And I just thought that was just because I was just generally shit at talking to people and conversing. But it turns out I'm actually diagnosed as being shit and unable to talk to people. Is this even recording? Is this recording? So how do I feel now about everything? I feel more refreshed. I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed in the recent, you know, past couple weeks, I've been uploading, I don't want to say consistently. I mean, he says that. I want to try and be consistent with at least a video a week. I don't think that's too difficult. I've spent a lot of time understanding editing now, and I've got a strong idea as to what is a quicker workflow for being able to put in 30 minutes of footage and just go boom, 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 and ham something out like that with an hour with the comedy and the edits and the effects still in and all that lot. So I think I've found a system that works really well for me for doing that. So that's something I really want to try and pursue. And I want to do live streaming still. That's something I still want to do. I know I've talked about a lot about going over to Twitch, and my main reason for that is I feel YouTube is a really nice platform, but I do feel like it has its limitations. I don't feel there's as much freedoms on YouTube. There's quite a lot of, you know, censorship, and I'm pretty sure my channel is quite shadow banned at the moment as well. Either just due to the fact that I've not uploaded for a while, or I did get a lot of copyright strikes in the past, or uploading videos like Honey Pop fully uncensored. I think stuff like that does stick to your account, and I think I need to try and sort that out. I've messaged YouTube about it directly, and they've given me the whole response of like, oh, well, if you upload something, it takes a while for it to be put into the directory and all this lot. And it's like, well, yeah, but I uploaded my thing way like 24 hours prior to it being published and shit like that. So it's like, you know, indexing, whatever. So I'm working with that, and I'm not letting that demotivate me, because at the end of the day, like, as much as I love you guys watching my content, and, you know, if you're subscribed, click the bell notification, because you're not going to get notified normally by YouTube. At least I don't think you are. It says you will be, but let's be honest, I don't think you are. I've tried Googling my videos, and they don't show up. The old ones do, my new stuff, no. Spread the word and shit, that you have no idea how much that really is helping It's helping me a lot. So what's happening with me now? I mean, at the moment now, I'm, the COVID's still having its way with the country, and everything's still locked down, and work's still been very hot and cold. I mean, I should have some stuff starting up in May, which, should be helping me get a bit more on my feet financially. I mean, some of you noticed that this room has changed completely from my old videos. It's kind of turned into like a work studio. A lot of this is from like the videography shit that I do. It is nowhere near optimized. It is a fucking mess. Like if I pan, it's a mess. It's a mess. Let's not focus on that. Let's just ignore that. I want to be bringing out some new merch. I've got a design that I've had made, which I really quite like. Some of you may have seen it in on certain places. I don't know how it's going to look when it gets on the top. I'll let you guys know as soon as I get it, and if it looks good, or if I buy it, I'm like, this is shit. But yeah, I want to try and do that because I've got a bit of bad blood with the previous logo. I liked the previous logo. I just dislike. I'm going to reiterate that. I hate the guy who made it, and I just don't want anything to associate with him anymore. That's that. I'm a lot more open about vocalizing my feelings in the past. I think I very much dusted over a lot of my feelings on things, and I've now gotten to the point in my age where I'm just happy to just say what I think now, as long as I think it's appropriate to say. Going forward, I find like I've been very stressed out by watching what I say and how I do and how I be and English and stuff like that. I've not really known how to vocalize or be myself, and because I spend so much time thinking about how am I supposed to be, how do people want to see me and shit like that, I don't interact in a way like a human being would. Like small things, like if I meet someone who I'm trying to impress, I go like this. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you, and all this lot, and that tone is annoying. I know how annoying that is. Imagine if you've just woken up on that 7 o'clock, you've driven to like a set, you're setting all the equipment out, you're having a chat with someone, then suddenly this comes up to you, go like, hiya, nice to meet you. It's like, oh, fucking hell. I'd rather be like this, the way I can be with you guys and talk like this and be like, hi, yeah, nice to meet you, I'm relaxed. I'm a workaholic. I love my job. I'm not gonna lie, I love my job. Like, I like the fact that I've got a little bit of pink on me right now. But it's, I enjoy my job, but I don't want to come across as someone who's just like, talk to me, hey, nice to meet you. I don't want this. I don't want that to be the first impression people want. I want it to be this, just like, hi, I'm a mentally disabled 25-year-old lunatic, but I'm cool to chat with, I don't want to put people off with that, So that's something that I've been trying to work on over the past year. I think I'm at a place where I'm quite at peace with myself now. There's always things that I'm not happy with, but there's parts of me now that I think I've gotten comfortable enough to be able to go, yeah, I want to push forward with this. I don't really know where I want to go with the YouTube thing. At the moment, I'm using it as kind of an element of escapism. When I've got free time, I enjoy recording videos. I enjoy uploading stuff. The amount of comments I've had on the stuff that I've uploaded recently has been really heartwarming. I've never sat there and gone, I wonder if people are gonna, react to this and say things and comment on it. I've always just sat there and gone, I hope people are actually able to watch this. I hope people will actually enjoy the videos. Like I've changed my editing style, which some of you may have noticed. I'm a little bit more sharp with my cuts. I'm using a little bit more different type of effects and comedy and timings with stuff, and I'm being a little bit more natural with my thought processes and my reactions. I don't feel like I'm forcing stuff as much like I did in the past. I remember videos when I played like Skyrim or Stalker, and my reactions were just so, it's cringy. I think now it's at a point where it's enjoyable. At least I think it's enjoyable. I enjoy it. I definitely, it's very rare for me to laugh at my videos, but on average, I get at least 1 or 2 laughs from the videos I've uploaded recently. One thing I want to touch on as well, going forward, is you guys have always been a really, really strong community. You guys have been very vocal with me. You've been very, some of you have been incredibly creative. I've seen some really nice fan art coming from you guys. And I'm always pushing stuff like the Reddit. Yep, just letting that play out. And my Twitch. And now that clashes we've played out. You guys have been seeing those things pop up more in videos because that's something that I really am trying to push. So what would be really nice if from you guys to do me a solid and check out the Reddit. You don't necessarily need to make an account, but if you do make an account and follow the Reddit, that'd be really cool. And just make content, generate stuff for me. I've make me content. No, yeah, but in essence, yeah. I've seen a lot of content that, you know, YouTubers have done where they've had their audience like either made memes taking the piss out of them, or fan art, or even video suggestions. Like I think there's a section on there for Z reacts. So if there's stuff that you guys want me to react to specifically, post it in there. It's easier for me to get that content now through Reddit than it is through the YouTube comment system, which is absolutely fucked. On the topic of that still though, using #wolf comments still works. I'm still going to be doing a reading comments series or video. That's something I still want to do, but you know, overall I'm just very grateful. I'm very grateful for you guys taking the time to watch these videos. I think I come across as a little bit irritating, but you guys are just absolutely legends for that. Every one of you have always been there with me from the start to the end. I am appreciative of the fact that you guys have been there from the first video up until the most recent video and more. I really appreciate every time, you know, familiar faces stop by in streams, or if I see comments from people that have been watching me for years now. It does mean a lot. You know, waking up in the morning and having comments there, or having content added to the Reddit, or someone new following me on my Twitch. It's baby steps to something that really means a lot to me. So I wanted to do a bit more of a serious video like this, just to touch on that. Hopefully this isn't too long. You know, I'm in my head, I'm editing this as I speak, and I know where I'm going to be cutting out bollocks. And I want to try and actually take this on the road. I want to try and I want to do a little bit of a mini series where, as I'm driving around for, you know, X, Y, and Z reasons, to do a little bit of a talking to camera piece. Obviously I do it all safely and all this lot, you know. I don't want, you know, people sitting there thinking like, oh, I don't film and drive. It's going to be like a car rig. I'm going to set it up so I can film in the car and talk to camera whilst I'm on my way to doing stuff. But if that's something as well that you guys think would be quite interesting, just tell me. I'm very interested to hear if you guys would enjoy having me touch on topics like this, you know, stuff like, you know, past traumas, or relationship advice, or mental health advice, or, you know, or even stuff like, I want to do a video touching on my autism in greater depth actually, and talking about what I've learned through it and the benefits that I found of understanding myself and that self-discovering. If that type of stuff's interesting to you guys, I'd love to do more of that. I think that's something that's really nice. It gives me a peace of mind, and it kind of immortalizes my feelings and stuff like that, and it allows me to look back on this stuff and see how I've changed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much this video. Like I said, thank you guys very much. I wouldn't have as much incentive to do this if you guys weren't there enjoying it with me. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of, you know, whether it be Honey Pop or me reacting to something, or maybe something completely different. So yeah, from me, zeewhitewolf. Goodbye. This is where I hope it didn't stop recording.